What about vitamin C? What about potassium? What about folate? Surely you can't get enough vitamins and minerals only eating meat. Let's talk about it. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Kate. I'm a health coach and I post videos on a high-fat, nutrient-dense way of eating. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, feel free to share, and make sure to subscribe. Today, we are talking all things supplements. Now, before you come at me in the comments section, hear me out. The definition of a supplement is a thing added to something else in order to complete or enhance it. So yes, we usually think about supplements as being used to complete an incomplete diet, but they can also be used to enhance it. So do I think you need to supplement on the carnivore diet? No. All 13 essential vitamins and 16 essential minerals are found in meat. Some of them are higher in different parts of the animal, and this is why it can be beneficial to eat more than just muscle meat. Now, while I don't think you need to supplement on carnivore, there are some animal-based supplements that can be used to enhance your diet. First off, let's talk electrolytes. When we eat any version of a low-carb diet, our bodies retain less water and therefore less electrolytes. We have all heard at one time or another that we should watch our salt intake, watch our sodium intake, but sodium is actually an essential electrolyte. Now, processed foods are absolutely packed with sodium, and that is why for the average American, there is no concern for not getting enough sodium at all. But if you aren't eating all that, for lack of a better word, garbage, then yeah, you might need to put a little bit of a priority on it. Salting your food generously is great. That's a great place to start. But if you're experiencing headaches, fatigue, or muscle cramps, that might be a sign that you need to supplement a little bit more sodium. Adding it to your water is probably the easiest way to get more in. Now, still talking electrolytes, we have magnesium and potassium as well. If you are experiencing any of the previously mentioned symptoms, the first thing I would do would be to try and up your sodium intake. If that doesn't work, if you're still getting muscle cramps or headaches, you might want to try adding magnesium in as well. Another reason you might want to add magnesium in is if you're constipated. And I'm talking truly constipated. There's a difference between having to go less frequently and actually being backed up. A teaspoon or two of magnesium powder should help with that. And finally, potassium. Potassium is something that you don't want to overdo because this can be toxic. You can get plenty of potassium in from animal foods. Salmon and pork are both excellent sources. Next up, let's talk collagen. So I know Dr. 𝗾𝗖𝗄𝗖𝗏 talks a lot about the importance of collagen to balance your glycine to methionine ratio. Muscle meat is high in methionine and connective tissue is high in glycine. If you're only eating muscle meat, you're going to be getting way too much methionine and not much glycine. And in this case, collagen powder can be a good addition. I started using collagen powder, how long ago now? At the beginning of my keto journey, and one of the things I noticed right off the bat was how strong my nails became. Honestly, they used to break all the time and it would drive me insane. Then I started taking just 1 scoop of collagen every day in my coffee and they became so much stronger. From then on, I was just completely sold. Collagen powder is it. The one I use is from Perfect Keto, and they have been generous enough to offer my followers a 20% off discount for the next 48 hours. The unflavored one is my favorite. It also contains a little bit of MCT oil as well, which isn't technically carnivore, but there aren't many people saying that MCT oil has downsides. So even in the context of a carnivore diet, I'm not too concerned about a little bit of MCT oil. It's only going to benefit me. If you do go with the flavored ones, just know that they do contain a little bit of stevia. They are delicious, but yeah, I just like the unflavored one. I like to keep things simple. So that's the next 48 hours only. If you want to save 20% on their collagen powder, I will link it in the description box down below. Honestly, if you've watched any of my other videos, I pretty much talk about collagen powder in every one. Now, muscle meat does contain all the nutrients we require, but as I mentioned before, it contains less of some and more of others. In the areas it lacks, this is where organ meats come in. If you're worried about folate, if you're worried about B vitamins, this is where beef liver comes in. And it's worth noting that it does contain a decent amount of vitamin C. Now, I said this in my other video, which was the 5 foods I eat every day on a carnivore diet. What I said was when it comes to organ meats, there are 2 camps. There are those who love them, and there are those who are repulsed by them. Now, I don't think you need to go crazy and eat liver, heart, kidney, spleen every single day, but I do think that at least including some beef or lamb liver in your diet will be highly beneficial. I know there are some people who cut up their liver into tiny little pieces and freeze it and take it as a pill. I mean, this is technically a supplement, isn't it? But honestly, I've tried this and maybe I didn't cut it small enough, but yeah, I almost find that worse than eating it cooked. To each their own. If that works for you, fantastic, you're getting liver in, 2 thumbs up. But thankfully, there are companies like Grassland Nutrition and Ancestral Supplements that are making these organ meats in capsule form. Both of these companies are great. I tend to recommend Grassland Nutrition more because I've met the owners, they're retired farmers, they're fantastic people. Quality is their top concern, quality and your health. These people really care, and just because I've made that connection, that's why I recommend them over Ancestral Supplements, but Ancestral is great as well, as far as I can tell. At the moment, Grassland Nutrition only has the liver capsules, but they will be expanding their range soon. Ancestral Supplements does have all those previously mentioned ones, kidney, spleen, heart, etc. Honestly, these are a little bit of a hack, but if you don't want to eat organ meats, they're fantastic. Next up, we have cod liver oil. I think omega-3s are extremely important, and I try to get at least 1 high-quality serve of them every day. If you are just eating meat and not eating seafood, you won't be getting very many omega-3s at all. Depending on the type of meat you're eating, if it's grass-fed or not, you might be getting even less. So some days I like to eat salmon or mackerel. You can get these in tins. You can find them pretty much anywhere. Always make sure to get them in spring water. If you have access to salmon roe and can find that near you, that is also a good option. But if you aren't big on seafood, then cod liver oil is amazing. It should have a very neutral taste if it's high quality. It shouldn't be fishy at all. If it is overly fishy, then it's probably gone rancid. To avoid this, you want to always keep your fish oil, keep your cod liver oil in the fridge and try to get through it relatively quickly. You don't want it sitting around for very long. The more it's exposed to heat, air, and oxygen, the quicker it's going to oxidize. Krill oil is another one that I have yet to try, but I've heard really great things about. So cod liver oil, krill oil, both excellent sources of omega-3s, and again, technically a supplement. And that's pretty much it. There is no need to supplement a multivitamin on a carnivore diet. Animal foods have it all. And they have it in forms that our body can actually absorb and can actually use. If you want to know more about vitamin C, fiber, and all that, I actually have another video that is frequently asked questions about the carnivore diet, so you can check that out. Thank you guys for watching. Remember to give this video a thumbs up. It really helps to support my channel. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.